Happy Monday, everyone. It's Sophie.
And a D.
We're always looking for new ways to support you, and we know firsthand how life can get in the way.
So we've created 5-minute episodes with motivation from us and our great friends to keep you feeling ignited and inspired no matter what life throws at you.
Welcome to the Ignited Motivation Podcast. Mini episodes every Monday.
Listen while you brush your teeth.
Or on your morning walk.
And you'll never miss out on the latest tips and tricks that are keeping us feeling motivated.
Hi, this is Jenna Zoe, and you're listening to Ignited Motivation. Today, I actually want to talk to you about motivation itself and this idea that we all should be motivated and we need to make ourselves be motivated. And if we're not motivated, we need to go find that motivation for that thing. And I take a little bit of a different approach where I don't believe that anybody is inherently motivated or lazy. I don't believe that there's anything wrong with you if right now you feel like you don't have the passion and the zest that you dream of, or that you look at other people and see that they have. For me, there's usually two things to look at when you are in a place in your life where you're not motivated. And the first thing we should say is just to be clear that motivation doesn't have to be this like pushy, aggressive, trample on anybody to get where you want to go, consistent like hunger thing. It's more of this like passion that moves you from inside. It's more the connection to something that, to that dream of yours, that ideal version of how your life looks that you consistently hold in your mind so much and keep that as your overarching thought, and knowing that that's where you're going to go, that because you hold that idea so consistently and strongly, the next right step will always be revealed to you. So I don't necessarily believe that everybody needs to have a plan. I don't necessarily need to know the 10 steps you're going to take next. You just need to be listening out for the next step. And then the next step, and then the next step. And how you get there is by being very clear on what you want. So usually when people are lacking motivation, it's for two reasons. One is that they're not clear on what they actually want. And that's usually because the things that we want are not things that we were told it's okay to want. Everybody does actually deep down in their soul have a very clear idea of what their ideal scenario was, but we likely shut it down because we think that, oh, well, how can I make a living from being so good at arranging flowers? Like, I also want to own a 7-bedroom home, but I have to choose between one and the other. And who's to say that that's true, right? Like, it's very possible that you end up creating a flower arranging empire, right? Or a party planning business and become super successful at that. And then you can buy your 7-bedroom home. And so everything that you want is connected for some reason, and they're all clues that are going to get you to the unique place that you're going to end up and the unique situation that you're going to create. But it's most likely that you're cut off from a lot of them because you have shut a lot of those things down. And when you shut those down, it obviously kills your passion, and that's what takes away motivation. And then the second factor that I believe removes us from our motivation is this idea that we might sometimes have these blocks towards work, towards achievement, because, for example, we've been taught that it has to be this like heavy, hard thing, that we maybe have to do it all day, every day, that we have to kill ourselves, that we have to slog it, that it has to weigh heavy on our souls. And of course, that doesn't feel good to us either. And so sometimes our attitude towards the work, even if, let's say, for example, we have found the thing that lights us up, we have got a very clear vision of exactly what we want, even if we don't know how it's all going to tie together, we're still believing in it and trusting that all those things have come to us for a certain reason, and we honor those. You might still have a limiting belief that's an attitude towards your work that is stopping you. And this is a very, very common thing that I see, something that I have experienced myself, have cleared a lot myself, but also continue to experience, where you have to constantly fight against those whack beliefs about work, because the whole world around you is constantly going to mirror those back to you. And so it's not just that you get rid of that belief and then all of a sudden you're away off to the races. There are so many insidious ones, such as if you want to be successful, that's wrong because there's this implicit assumption that you have to, that makes you better than people, that people are going to look at you and think, who do they think they are? That, as well, in order to be successful, you have to trample on people, or if you have more, then by default, somebody else has less. All of these things are things that we, unless we clear them in each other and ourselves individually, are always going to get thrown back into the collective soil of our conscious. And so it's obviously not just your work to clear it in yourself, but when you clear it in yourself, you help all of us have a much better attitude towards our work, which our work is really supposed to be about creating magic and honoring all those random little things that you happen to be so good at, the things you can do in your sleep, the things that you dream about, the things that you would absolutely love to do if someone told you that you would be good at them. What is that thing? And actually connecting to that, and just even being open to the fact that that might lead you straight to your dreams. That's the key to finding the motivation, and that's the key to having everything that you desire. So if you're in a place where you don't find a motivation, you don't feel motivation, don't worry. That's just the universe's way of saying, honey, there's an easier, funner, more bright and light way that you're meant to do things. And this is its way of showing you to try a new way.
You just listened to the Ignited Motivation Podcast.
Did you love the mini dose of motivation? Please let us know. Your feedback and experience is our #1 motivator. Leave us a review, subscribe, and share with your favorite people on your favorite apps. And don't forget to catch the next episode every Monday.
Because we want to hear from you. So join the conversation and discover bonus content on our website and Instagram. You can find the links in the show notes. Now that you're ignited, what are you motivated to take on?